of Jurassic World Evolution 1. Alright, so let's start off with the first category, analysis species. So the species roster is a mix of piscivores like the Spinosaurus that we have on this right now, or you could say or you could say T-Rex. Don't worry about this one, just that review is later down the line, and I haven't even finished the game yet, so yeah, not yet. But you also have the Jurassic World Evolution T-Rex, which is a carnivore that eats, well, I don't know if I can make it good meat, but let's try. It's not good. I could have just filled it in and done that, but that's YouTube. It's eating YouTube. But then you also have things like you also have other dinos like, hold on. You have other dinosaurs like the hybrids. In Nominus Rex, you can also see the improvements. But yeah. Then you also have Maiasaura, a herbivore. Then you also have another piscivore. Then you also have the hybrids. Well, the other hybrids, because I already said that. We also have the 3 additional hybrids. You also have the actual skins here of T-Rex. So as you can see, seriously, yeah, we have 6 skins that we're gonna be talking about. The OG is Jurassic World Evolution Rexy, 2015 Rexy to be exact, because this is actually, is it 2015? I think it is. It could be 2018. I forgot. And then you have the Alpine, which appeared in the trailer, but it was a bit grayer than here. And they also have Coastal for the worst skin to be using. Big Edie, the skin that looks like Big Edie. There's 2 skins that look like Big Edie, but this one looks like Edie. They have Steppe and Lapland. That is very crazy. I'm sorry. And then you have aviaries. Yeah, they had aviaries for the last DLC, and they were mid, because again, they did improve in Jurassic World Evolution 2. But if you have things like free build, you can make things like this, which looks absolutely crazy good. And then they also had mods, but I don't really use mods. So yeah. And this is modded. They're just trying to make a recreation. Look at this. You also had the enormous amounts of species over here. But now let's talk about buildings. So when you think about park building buildings, what do you think about? So if we just go buildings, you have things like the hotel. I did not notice that elevator. Am I the only one who didn't notice that elevator in game? Because I never noticed that. I never noticed the elevator. That's crazy. And then you also had the Jurassic Park era buildings. The Jurassic Cafe, the Jurassic Gifts. Well, the cafe is a cafe. The gift shop is a gift shop. And they have a gates, the ranger outpost, the hotel, and the, what is that? Storm defense, yeah. And then there's also more, like the visitor center that you can see right there. And you also have the raptor paddock, which isn't really functional. It's only functional in the Jurassic World, in the actual campaign. So, yeah. And then you also have the shops. I don't really need to explain. They're shops with some restaurants in there. So, but I will explain because this is a review. So, yeah. You have the clothes shop, which you buy clothes at. You have the fossil zone, which is where you pretend you be like a paleontologist and you dig up fossils. The restaurant, it's a restaurant. It's Chili's. Then you have Dave and Buster's. Yes, this is actually inspired by Dave and Buster's. It was actually in the movie, so I actually got Dave and Buster's. And then you also have a bowling alley, bowling area. I don't know. I've never been bowling. I've been to main event, but I never went bowling over there. I should have probably did that, but you know. I'm pretty sure this is the bar, which is a bar. Of course it is. It says it. I don't know what a bar is. You just get drinks over there. That's really all you need to know. And then you also have the toy shop. Ah, there you go. So then you have the visitor center. Well, this is Jurassic World Ocean. So you're not gonna see this. Let me just block it out. No. You have this, the arrival points. You also have the visitor center. I don't know why they didn't have to include the restroom in there, but it is what it is. And then you have the buildings, actually. You have the hotel with that elevator. And then you also have the security area. So that this is like a visitor area. Like in Jurassic World Evolution 1, you have 3 visitor centers. Um, all for each of the divisions: entertainment, security, and science. So the first visitor center um, that you actually get is science center, which is this one. This is like your lab. It's where you don't make your dinosaurs here. You make your dinosaurs somewhere else. But this is where um visitors can just go and just see baby dinosaurs. This is the security center. And if people kind of want to sign up for being a security guy, they can go over there. They have the storm defense station. I don't really need to tell you this. It's based. Oh yeah, kind of, because it's not. It's like in real life. So a storm defense station is like a tornado siren. It's basically a siren that warns everyone that there's going to be a storm coming. So yeah. And then you also have the ranger station, and then you have. Well, let me go to Reddit real quick, because you'll actually see it. You'll actually see everything. Actually see everything. Oh, what just happened? No, no. Let's go back in there. I don't want to open in Reddit. Uh, So you have the Jurassic World era amenities. We went over this already, so you don't really need. We already went over this. And then you have the Innovation Center, the third one. This is for entertainment. It also has a film accurate light beam. I never noticed that. But yeah. Paleobotany system is basically you you have a greenhouse. And the greenhouse lets you have all of this exclusive to either the Jurassic, Cretaceous, and Triassic. I don't think they even had. Oh yeah, they did have Verosaur. So yeah, but and you can put these in paleo feeders, which are basically better herbivore feeders, but it makes the dinosaur that you, because they want specific items. So like they're going to be picky because it's basically what they grew up with, and they want themselves to be nice. And then over here we went over that. They have the Jurassic Park 3 aviary. You have the bird cage, the bird walkway. The walkway is for visitors, and then you also have this cage over here. And then you have the actual aviary. A Jurassic, the bathroom. I don't think that's the functional bathroom, but whatever. Uh, the sides and paths. There you go. Then you also have, we went over that. And then you have the wrapped up head. You can do this? I never knew that. Okay. Islands and map. Okay, so I'm gonna go over this by how you go through them in the game. So first, Matanceros, Isla Matanceros, Isla, hold up, Isla Murta, Isla Tacno. Ah, yeah, right. And then you also have, wait, this is Isla Murta. Isla Murta. I forgot what this is called, but it's still Murta. And then you also have another taco. yeah, this is Birthday East, and this is Tokno East, I think, or Tokno North. I forgot. And they have said, I'm not gonna say that. And then you have Pedia. Then you also have Isla Sorda. That's the base campaign. Then you also have Claire Sanctuary. So you got Nublar North, and then you also have Sanctuary Island. And then you have Jurassic Park. Actually, Nublar as well, but Nublar is only if you want to go to Nublar. It's optional. So just going to leave it out. I'm just going to like that. And then you have Isla Nublar, then Sorta. Again. And Jesus, the lag. But and then you have the Rangers teams. You have the Red Ranger team. You have the Blue Ranger team. You have the Jurassic World Ranger team, and then you have Jurassic Park, and you also have the Jurassic Park ring helicopter. And then Secrets of Doctor Wu, Claire Sanctuary, and Return to Jurassic Park. And then you have the environments. So first, we're going to be starting off with the volcanic environment. So this is the volcanic area. So you have, so this is hold up. Coming! Alright, I'm back. And then you have a big tree. Well, this is exclusive to the campaign of Claire Sanctuary. Then you have parrots, which happens when you delete trees. And then you also have the tropical environment. You can have this anywhere in this game. It's the base environment. Fields. It's a part of the tropical environment. It is in every single area, especially Nublar 1993. That's where you're gonna see it most. Actually, where you're actually gonna see it most is on Sorna, cause Sorna, the Jurassic World Sorna, not the Jurassic Park, but the Sorna from Jurassic World. And then you have islands exclusive to Sorna, Matanceros, Myrte, I think, Tokno, and Nublar, exclusive to only those islands. Shale, exclusive to Sorna, Jurassic Park Sorna, and Penia. Then you also have the another volcanic type environment. I already explained it over here. Actually, oh yeah, well this is Myrte, I think. No, this is Sanctuary Island in the volcanic. Alright. And then you have the moonlights, which is basically just moonlights. It happens on any map if you have day and night cycle equipped on sandbox, or I don't think it's equipped on campaign. So on it is equipped on campaign. I don't think it's equipped on challenge mode because we did the new series thing, which I did delete because I did quit, but because it made no sense. But then you have the ambient pteranodons. It only happens if you have the DLC for that actually introduces pteranodon. And you have another moonlights. And then that's basically the environment. Animations. So first, you have the killing animation. So right here we see Spinosaurus Asadini7 killing a Triceratops on Isosaurna for a morning snack. And basically what it does is it launches onto that animal, to that dinosaur, right? And then boom, it cracks it breaks its neck. And then you have the fighting animation for T-Rex, Rexy versus a Acroganthosaurus on Nublar. I don't know. And then basically they kind of just launch at each other. It it depends for what's dinosaur. So if it's Velociraptor, it will pounce onto the T-Rex, and then the T-Rex will throw it. Like no matter how much the strength is on the Velociraptor, it will still die, which they did change in Jurassic World Evolution 2. So, and then you have herbivores. So this is the reverse of this. This is the reverse of this. So, and then you have Triceratops basically, like the carnivore is going to try to do another finishing attack, right? But the Triceratops launches its horns, its whole frill, into the air, and then pierces its the carnivore's neck, and it's dead. And then you also have social circles. So this is like a meeting. They have like a meeting. That's basically all. They kind of just discuss. And then you have the Dilophosaurus spitting out venom. It's spitting out venom. I can't really tell you anything. Oh! The Acrocanthosaurus is headbutting the T-Rex. Yeah, because the Acrocanthosaurus also has a unique animation where it headbutts large and medium carnivores. And then you have Iguanodon eating from a feeder. It's a unique animation. So yeah, I think we're reaching the end. Yeah, and then you have Dino Skids. So, Dino Skids, these are cool. These are really cool. So first, you have the Indominus Rex sibling, the film accurate Allosaur, and Indoraptor, film accurate Ripper, and the Allosaur. And then you also have another sibling of Indominus Rex, and then you also have another Spino. You have Dill, accurate Tucomymaskin, and the 1997 Pteranodon. And then the last one malicious features. So the first feature is you can see the visitor set. You can see the interior of the visitor sensor when it's damaged from like a storm, and then you can also see the dinosaurs rule the earth. And then you also have Mr. DNA helping you if you're researching. And then you also have viewing areas like tours. You have electrified concrete fences. You have herbivore feeders and tall herbivore feeders. And then that's all. So, yeah, that is basically all from this review. Um, I hope you like. I hope you like this video. Subscribe for subscribe, turn on notifications, and I hope you liked this video. Please like, because I spent a lot of time thinking about this, and yeah. See you next time. Peace.